A lot of people ask, why did you spend $72 million to build a complex for a team that is very valuable, makes a lot of money? It's corporate welfare or corporate subsidy.
Well, for us, it was an investment in tourism. The facility was built with bed taxes, so when a fan or a guest the other 11 months later comes into Lee County, they pay bed tax, and then that is an investment in future tourism. So unlike Major League Baseball facilities or professional sports facilities in hometowns, this is a tourism venue for us. It draws hundreds of thousands of people from Boston, this one in particular. We also manage and operate the Minnesota Twins spring training facility, and it draws many people from the upper Midwest down here as well. And then once spring training is over, our office uses the facilities to program 200 days of amateur sports events, such as high school baseball tournaments and Roy Hobbs World Series and things like that.
Well, the bed tax paid for the construction. You've got to pay for the operation of these things. Do you make a profit doing that?
No, we don't. You know, we spend about $1.5 million per facility on maintaining the facilities, but at the same time, that $1.5 million is generating around $50 million of economic impact for our community through these amateur sports events that we're able to host the rest of the year.
Now, when this is all paid for, 30 years down the line, when the bonds are paid off, you will have paid almost $500 million for this. Couldn't you have done something else for the community with that kind of money?
Again, it was built with bed tax dollars, and bed tax dollars are restricted by state statute to only certain things that you can do with them. So there are people who think that, you know, maybe we could have used the dollars to do additional beach and shoreline renourishment projects, or we could have spent more marketing on our tourism, our international tourism efforts. But it was a policy decision, and we've been in the business of spring training baseball since the early 1900s, and our elected officials at the time thought that using 20% of our bed tax to continue to host spring training teams was important.
I think Tom has a question for you.
Well, my question's important. I want to extend Michael McKee's wonderful junket here out to Arizona. Jeff, how important or how crucial is the competition between your Florida and spring training in Arizona?
It's very crucial. You know, we're all fighting for market share, and right now we each have 15 teams. You know, having an odd number of teams makes scheduling a little bit challenging throughout the month of March, but you know, it really comes down to a community's desire and whether they find value in the spring training product. And obviously Arizona got very aggressive a few years ago. They put out state funding initiatives, and they were able to attract, at the end of the day, 5 teams from Florida left and went to Arizona.
You've got an empty park here. You got an empty park here. You going to be able to fill that, or is that just a white elephant for you?
Right now we're looking at all sorts of different options for it. Much like Tucson has done in Arizona, they lost their spring training teams, and they've been able to repurpose them very well, and are putting a lot of multi-use sports events in those facilities and things like that.